First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go!
Check out 390.
45 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
On first down, Locke. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the third time in 4 NFL seasons. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Here's Locke. This is Cobb with a catch right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
40 out. 163. I'm coming for you. You must. Hey, check. 6 man. Check girls, check girls, check girls. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike. Hey, check. You over. I'm going to run you over.
Check your hot read.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
What's that? 280. 55.
Hey, get.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Yeah.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here it comes, here it comes.
And some room to run now. A big run there by Johnson. 57 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Check three, check three, check three.
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 10-yard
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
This is Bawden. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
We go set. You got 20. Hey, eat.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 55's mine, guys, 55.
Watch that. Easy.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's do this.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd and 1, Luck. That one complete to Elliott. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Get ready.
Using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
45's the mic. You got nothing today.
Brown right.
Jam.
Play action. It's Luck. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Check 1, 90. Check back 21. And let's
get this, get this.
11. Switch. Hey, Delta. Hey, check Mike 21. Check.
Here's Elliott.
Trip that ball.
A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
Oh, yeah.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second up. 240. You must be dreaming.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck flushed out right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
12.
I'm coming after you. 45, Mike, 45.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
45's the Mike. I'm going to come back to you.
Back to throw. Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Seventh
play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Watch tight ends right. You got 3 down.
Hey, Alpha. Check Mike 45. I'm coming.
Now Luck. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Set. 180.
Hey, 50's the Mike. Squeeze, double. Hey, alert 3. Kill.
Hey, 22.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down, 4 down. Kill, kill, kill.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
Hey, 50.
That's what I do.
Mike 41, Mike 41.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
I was going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you. I got you. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, They'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
An NFL update during the second quarter in Baltimore. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. A first down carry by Elliott. There's a nice move. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
I'm coming for you. Alert, alert. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Check 45 to Mike.
Check
45 to Mike.
Yeah. 12, 12.
Switch.
Now it's Love. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down. Elliott, he'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Go. Line 40.
155. You remember me? You remember me?
Reggie.
He's checking. He's
On.
Crash. Joker.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
What you got, Heavy?
Operating from the gun. Stafford, throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
No, off.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Zero. 48 Mike. In your face.
From the gun, Stafford. Guys move complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Middle. Mike 55. And middle. Mike 55.
Here's Stafford.
You ain't going nowhere.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Stafford now to throw. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Me. 45's the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. 11.
I got you, son. Check 45's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Love. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Agnew now to return. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the pass.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Check 10, 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the pass.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch the run. Omaha, ready, move.
55. Smooth. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Got to do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Drill right, 22. Right, 70.
Here we go, D. Here I come. 55's my guy, 55.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him a gain of 38.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Set, lady.
Go. Go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Set. 180.
Right here, right here. Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
We got 4. We got 4.
40 gut. 40 gut. 20 hot. 20 hot.
From the gun, Stafford. James has got it, complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I'm coming.
0.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They snap it to Stafford. James has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Hey.
Johnson running right. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
All day, baby, all day.
At their own 24-yard line.
Mike.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
40 out.
Right, 40.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They go down it again. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
675.
I'm coming after you. Take 4.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check safety, check safety.
Call.
Switch.
Check.
We got it.
Running with Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Pollard. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Stafford on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
53, ready.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Greystone, travel.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's caught inside the 20.
Let's go, man.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Watch the twist.
If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0.
Check 55 to Mike.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, Zoo. It's game situation. Let's go.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Come to my world. Hey, 22. Come to my world. Hey, easy, easy.
Back to throw. Stafford. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Jesse James. 27 yards as his guys are back within a single score. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Baby, let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run forward with Pollard. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, let's get this. Hey, it's 50, Mike's 50. No chance.
Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike, get on.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
32. Deuce. Middle.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Slam.
11 Z. Mike 55. Oh, you got deep?
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
They'll run with Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the error or what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.